Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the KKW Beauty Concealer and Powder Kit. So usually I would start my intros with my face already completely done, but I kind of wanted it to be like a first impression. So I wanted you guys to see how it looked once it was completely finished. So without further ado, if you would like to see this demo and first impressions, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first step is the concealer. And I got the shade 3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on one side and blend it out so you can see the difference. So right off the bat, it's really creamy, and now I'm going to blend it out. And I have to say, it definitely concealed a lot. I feel like my skin looks really smooth and there's no dry patches or anything. Okay, so here's what it looks like with both, and I don't know why, but on my monitor, I look so weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in my T-zone as well. It doesn't look like this in person. It's not like too bright, so I don't know why my camera's like making me look weird. I'm gonna put it here as well. On my nose and right here. Okay, so before the powders, you definitely want to make sure that there's no creases in your under eyes, so you definitely want to continue to blend that part. Okay, so the second step is the baking, and I got the number 2. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to put that all over my face. Kind of just like pat it on. There's not really much product on there, so now I'm just going to wipe it off. Okay, so now for step 3, which is the brightening powder, and I have this in the shade 2 as well. And with that same brush, I'm just going to put a little bit of product and see how much the little bit does. Okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera and I will give you my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so here is the finished look. I honestly have never felt this beat ever. And I feel like the under eye has a lot to do with it. Like, has a lot to do with you looking flawless and just like awake. So now my final thoughts. Basically, the concealer, I loved it. I thought it was super creamy. I thought it was super pigmented, and just like the way it blended was so flawless. I feel like maybe I got a really light shade, but I do love really bright under eyes, and that just tells you that KKW Beauty needs to be in stores because it would be so hard to find a shade online. Now for the baking powder. It was alright. It was just your average baking powder. I did like it. I feel like it set really well. But the brightening powder, oh my gosh, I felt like it made my skin look so flawless. And you definitely need this. This is like your typical Kim Kardashian brightening powder for your under eye. I believe that the kits were $80. But for these 3, it was $54. I couldn't get the kit because I wanted the 3 concealer, but the powders were 2. Because I felt like the number 3 powders weren't gonna go well for my skin, so I really wanted 2. So I just got them individually, but if you don't feel like you need the brush that comes with it, then it really isn't necessary. But all in all, I really love the concealer and I really love the brightening powder. I feel like if you have a good baking powder that you love, the baking powder isn't necessary. But if you feel like you want all 3, I definitely think it's worth it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell next to it to get notified every single time that I post. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next one. Bye. KKW Beauty. Really not.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So without further ado, if you would like to see me...
There's no creasing. Oh, there is creasing.
It doesn't look like this on purpose. It was just your average break.